and welcome back to Hellbound Garage. Today, we're finally going to be working on the engine bay. But first things first, you can't see it, but on the inside of the firewall, I had to weld some holes shut. So before I get to sanding and doing any kind of body filler, I need to go through with a flat disc and just hit all those, make sure that they're flat. That way I don't introduce any heat into the firewall that's unnecessary while trying to do this half shaved engine bay type deal. You probably can't see it that well, even with the flashlight in that area, but I knocked down all of the edges from the insides of the welds when I plugged the holes in the firewall. So now we can move on to the next step. Next step is going to be removing the brake booster and lines that I had to put in place so I could mock up my new proportioning valve that's over here. But I think before I remove everything, there is one line down there that I'm not overly happy with, so I think I'm going to remake that quick, and then I'll remove all that. It's not something I'll video. If you guys want to see how to make double flared brake lines, I'll make a video later. I got the brake line remade. Looks way better. There's not near as many waves, and neither one of the brake lines is now touching the firewall or the frame rail. They're actually floating like they're supposed to be, and they're not contacting each other. There's a gap all the way. So way better than what they were before. Still not perfect, but hashtag race car. Now I can get all this stuff removed out of the engine bay. That way we can start sanding. I forgot that there are still a few things in the engine bay that do need to be welded up. One are these plates. I got most of them welded in, but when I was building that part of the car, or thinking of that part of the car, the engine was in here, so I couldn't get on the back side. So I need to grind this down and weld this up. Also, there's things like this where I thought I had the spot welds completely removed from the brackets, but then when I went to go remove the brackets, I pulled metal off of the car, so I gotta weld those up. And it's the same thing over on this side too, and a couple of miscellaneous holes, but then we'll get on to sanding. This also gives me a really good opportunity to use the Vulcan Omni Pro that I just bought. And I've already found a couple of cool things that the other welder didn't have that this one does, including a cold feed button. So that way, when you put in a new spool of wire, you can hit the button and it'll feed the wire through to the gun pretty much at max speed, and it won't use any gas. In this case, it doesn't matter because I'm currently using FluxCore. But the other cool thing is in the package of things that it gives you is this little tip. I'm not sure if you can see that, but you have these two tips. This tip is for when you're using gas. It directs the gas towards the spot of the weld and giving them proper shielding, where with FluxCore, you don't need this guy. So they give you a smaller one that just goes to the tip, and that way you can get in closer if you need to, and you can see better with the FluxCore wire. One last thing, if you read the instructions, it tells you how to hook up your positive and negative for all your grounds and stuff, depending on what style of welding you're using. Normal MIG, you have the gun power on positive, and you have the ground clamp going to the negative, but with FluxCore, it's reversed. The ground clamp actually goes to the positive on this machine, and the gun power goes to the negative. So just one more thing, there are people in the past that said they can't get the guns welded right, or the machine to work right. That's because they're using flux core and they're not reading the instructions before they go through and try and do the welding. So in taking down the metal and getting it all rounded off to where it needs to be before welding, I am going to be using a carbide bit and a grinder. Kind of funny, it's a $36 bit and a $10 tool, but you know, priorities. Anyways, anytime I'm using carbide bits, I always have, in this case, welding gloves on and safety glasses. The metal shards in these things are ridiculous and they're annoying. They shoot everywhere. They get in your eyes really easy. They'll stick in your fingers, give you little painful metal slivers. Absolutely terrible to deal with. So I've learned that gloves and glasses are a definite must. And as far as the clothes that I'm wearing, they go straight into the wash after I'm done using this or being in the garage for the day, because they'll cling all over your clothes and then they'll fall off and get all into your like carpets and floors. And you end up with metal slivers in your feet. It's a real hassle. So prep and cleaning for carbide bits is definitely a thing. So just keep that in mind if you do decide to use that.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome, but try to do what you love when it's said and done.
So what you saw me use towards the end of that clip, beating on the firewall, so I was using these guys. It's a hammer and a dolly. Let me just say, I'm not a body guy, so I'm trying to use these as best as I can. And the main thing I was trying to do is there is the iconic X on the back of the firewall, or at least I think it's an iconic part because you don't really see it in a whole lot of other vehicles, but it's that guy right there. And to me it's one of those things that it's just a neat part of the Datsun. And even though this is going to be painted and it's going to have a little bit of filler in here, and then it's going to be covered with some kind of heat reflection, probably gold tape or something like that, you're still going to see that X coming through that. So I beat it back forward as best as I could. When I did the V8 swap originally, I ended up pounding that in because it was hitting the distributor that I had and I needed room. But now that that's not a problem, I wanted that back. And then I was also trying to shape the fender area on both sides. I was trying to shape that as best as I could, so that way when I welded in the holes that existed there, it wasn't too much of a problem. So let's fill in the holes on the fenders and go from there.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't.
Alright, did a little bit more welding, did a little bit more shaping on the inner fenders, and got those about as good as I could. You probably saw that the weld was walking away from me a little bit on the inner fenders, unfortunately, due to the nature of flux core, which is what I have access to right now, as well as the nature of the thin material that the Datsun's made out of. It'll walk away over time if you're not careful how much heat you're putting into the metal. But I think I'm gonna end this video here because that was a lot of work. It doesn't look like that much in the videos because I only recorded bits here and there, but overall it was a day and a half worth of work just to get it to this point. I think on the next one I'll be able to get more prep, sanding, maybe I'll even start laying down some filler, hopefully. Till next time, thank you for watching, thank you for your support.